Well, here we are back to the main menu again, except this time we're about to be able to invite not one, but 3 other people with us. Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it is I am the one and only Joy here once again, and I'm back for the likes of the Mexi Toys videos once again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of WarioWare Smooth Moves for the Nintendo Wii / Nintendo Wii U, despite the fact that you can no longer get this game digitally. So last time, we basically shown you guys some extra stuff of how this game offers us to, specifically in a single player mode. So as a result, we did show off the last 3 micro games there's been, finally been shown. And on top of that, we also shown off the forms of those bonus games you can able to play around with. And most notably is, of course, Sound Studio and Movie Theater, and that's all there is to say. So today, this will be the final video for the likes of WarioWare Smooth Moves, and let's get into the fun part of the forms of today's video, and that's we're going to be hit on to multiplayer stuff. So not only that I'm actually going to be inviting not one, but as I said before, 3 other people. So why don't you all introduce yourselves? Hi, it is I am Sonic the Hedgehog here. Oh yeah, Luigi like a day, once again, and I'm Wario, so I'm now in my own game. So, how are you doing there, Joy? Well, because of this though, since you guys already got yourselves your profiles, as far as I can see right there, well, I was expecting if Kamek is also going to be involved in this as well, but what exactly happened to him? Well, we'll talk more about it in a moment. So, either way, it's been a very long time since I actually have last played this game, especially concerning about the fact that, again, I'll talk more details onto that. So, on to you, Joy. Yeah, so here we are onto Pearl Square, which is basically, it's like the multiplayer mode of the game. So basically, we do have ourselves 7 modes we can able to interact with. Well, usually relatively speaking, about the fact I believe 5 of those modes does require you to able to play with the Wii remote on its own, and the other 2 modes requires you to use not only the Wii remote, but also the nunchuck as well. So I believe if you have a first time experiencing multiplayer, you do get these 2 modes from the get-go, which are Survival and Darts. However, as soon as you're able to continue playing for these types of modes like this, you do manage to have the ability to unlock other, like, minigame modes, or multiplayer modes as far as I meant to say, like Bomb, Lifeline, as well as Balloon, and Storm Nose, and Bungee Buddies. So, either way, we're also able to show all of those modes off, and it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, especially noticeable concerning about the fact that, well, again, as what Sonic says, it's been a very long time since we actually last played multiplayer in WarioWare Smooth Moves. Because as far as you couldn't tell for this point, guys, is that we originally did this back in 2013. Oh god, it's been like 10 years roughly. Well, technically speaking, Joy, almost 10 years ago, since in November 2013, if I recall. And basically though, whenever we look back on it right now, the commentary is fine, but it's just that the quality itself is not the strongest. So because of this though, and plus it's been divided into 2 parts, so yeah, I was thinking about that, especially now we're finally here in 2023, so this means that the quality itself looks much nicer than ever before, and suffice to say, I'm actually really looking forward to this, especially that I've heard about every single aspect about multiplayer stuff is the biggest fun part in terms of the forms of this game, alongside with the forms of WarioWare Inc. Mega Party games, and of course, WarioWare Get It Together. So either way, let's get started with the forms of the first mode in multiplayer, and that is of course Survival. Now I think, if I recall correctly, that this is the only mode you can able to play up to 2 to 12 players, which is pretty insane if you ask me. Well, because of that though, since despite the fact that you haven't exactly created everyone, mind you. So, either way though, I managed to able to become player 1, and then I believe Sonic is player 2, and Luigi was player 3, and suffice to tell you for this point, Wario, you're player 4. I suppose I don't mind about it too much though in the end, so yeah, what the forms of survival anyway, is that you have to go through a random selection of the forms of certain forms you have to able to get utilized with the Wii remote or form baton, whatever to be more specific, and most of these micro games are completely randomized every time when it's either your turn, or in some cases though, if you manage to able to mess up with the micro game, then obviously you fall, and sadly, Wario, though, you did time it way too early, so because of that, though, you're out instantly. Oh, I missed. Alright, time to insert this, I would say Super Metroid cartridge, which, for those of you probably already know about that game, because obviously I've already done the Let's Play of the game since, I think it's in 2022. So, I apologize for that belchingness earlier, because I was being, you know what I mean, eating chili dogs like always. So, anyways, let's go and pick up some rubbish here, so... Oh, so close. Well, at least if you think so anyway, because that was a definition of a very, very close call for your part. So, either way, yay, I've somehow managed to succeed for this point. So, yeah, a few things we want to explain for this point today, and that is about the fact that... Oh, really? I somehow... oh well. I guess beggars yourselves can be choosers, I guess. Alright, it's time to march. Nice. So it's just between you and Luigi, huh? Although I was originally trying to also invite Mario to the table, but of course he wasn't here at the time. So either way, I guess it's kind of like the forms of back in the old days, doesn't it? From the likes of 2013, believe it or not. Yeah, especially concerning about the fact that, well, relatively speaking, as I said before, that we're very glad able to go back into this particular multiplayer stuff. And I think if I recall correctly, that me and Luigi and Wario might come across into certain microgames that we've never come across into before. So either way, Donnie, I messed the timing right there for that gauge. Oh well, no big deal. Hey, I'm Luigi, I'm the winner, so the year of Luigi never ends. Well, to be more specifically, for your 40th anniversary, despite Nintendo never actually mentioned about that so far. So anyways, let's move on to the next minigame mode, or specifically the multiplayer mode, and this will be a fun one, which appears to be Bomb. Now I believe for the other modes, as soon as we get to later on, I believe it only requires 2 to 5 players. So basically, if you manage to able to let the bomb time runs out, basically you'll be losing, and then if you somehow mess up with the micro game, you also lose. So yeah, it's all about time and also just trying to able to win several micro games. So either way, so once again it's just 4 of us, and I still have not exactly sure how Kamek is not invited. I'm guessing it's probably because he's now working on the Bowser side of things. So at least if I'm assuming so.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And in fact, where's my goddamn Wario Land game? I just so desperately want able to have that game on the Switch. Well, to be fair though, Wario, you do have Wario Land 3 now onto your Nintendo Switch platform, so I'm really hoping that Wario Land 4 might be also on the Switch from the likes of the forms of the Nintendo Switch online subscription services. Anyway, so now it's my turn, because obviously Luigi delivers me the actual bomb to me. So, relatively speaking though, about the fact that, well, as you probably already know from the likes of survival mode, that as you probably already know, is depending on the actual color of the sky, that if it's dark blue, like, you know, pure blue sky, this means it's level 1, and if it's sunset, it's level 2, and if it's nighttime, it's obviously level 3. So, something I believe that Joy has totally forgotten to mention about. So, either way, now it's my turn to give it a bit of a wave. But again, if you mess up once, then you lose. So, there's no, try again option or somewhat. So, alright, so now it's my turn to do the dumbbell in level 1. So, obviously gonna have to lift up the dumbbell as far as you might as well see that coming. And I might as well deliver the bomb to Sonic to do the remote control. Oh boy. Alright. And eventually it starts to get ridiculously fast, and wow, I somehow come across into that minigame already, so... At least if I'm assuming so anyway, so... Oh gee, I'm gonna do Umbrella level 2, okay. Oh, Super Mario Bros. It's a good thing that the movie now exists, and no matter what though, it's still succeeding even to this day, with all that box office earnings. And I'm sure that Maxie has already mentioned about that during the course of Piglet's big game for sure. So, anyway, so it looks like Luigi's gonna have his turn on the elephant. Alright, let's see what this is. Ah, no! I did not get my fast reaction time! Aw, darn you, Cuckoo Land. Well, I guess that was probably a payback after when some toys else, I think Mario did actually say that, for its massive criticism about the forms of Cuckoo Land on the likes of NES Remix Let's Play back in 2018. So, yeah, seems that Luigi has lost. So, either way, next up we have is probably one of my favorite multiplayer modes in the game. That's what appears to be by the forms of Lifeline. So basically though, it's about the fact that you have to go for a serious amount of rounds, and if you manage to succeed the actual micro game, basically you get yourselves points, and the more you're able to succeed, then you would able to actually catch up to your lead. So either way, 4 players and we'll be good to go. And since then we're going to be selecting 4 players in this particular mode, I believe we will come across into, I would say 5 rounds, because I'm presuming to you, if you add an extra player, it'll cut down to the forms of, there we go, now I succeed. So anyway, if you manage to set the actual thing up in 5 players, I believe you get like 4 rounds as opposed to 5, so I honestly have no idea why they managed to go for that decision, but still. Well, there goes my success right here. Now it's my turn to take on the mortar and pestle. Alright, best of luck for this. Oh goodness gracious, I've never actually seen this before. Well, again, because mind you about the fact that you've used to did this back in 2013, despite the fact that you've never come across into certain micro games you haven't experienced yet, so... Oh jeez. Haha! Nice. Now we go on to round 2. Now I believe on the first round you aim for 10 points, and then in round 2 you go for 15 points, so... Oh, good lord, that was a close one. Especially if I got knocked out by the forms of that meteor rock, I will not get any points. Alright, just be patient, because otherwise, if I rush for this, especially concerning about the fact that every once in a while it will start to get sped up, for all these speed up moments. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of raining candy. How old is that? Alright, so the big cheese. Oh, I'm going back to this one again. Alright. And I can assure you this is obviously based off from level 2 version of it. Well, at least if I can tell for this point, so... Anyway, so now we move on to round 3. That's... the points counter is now up to 20, so... So it looks like I'm not doing too bad, all things considered. Alright, the discard. Roll a 4. Oh, nice. Nicely done for my certain skills. Alright, so I'm doing the remote control, so I wonder what that's going to be all about. Oh goodness gracious me! Yeah, you wouldn't expect that if you somehow did not pay attention to that at all, then you're probably going to get screwed, so... Alright, so time for feeding, huh? Never seen that before. And now we're on to round 4, where basically it's now 25 points, so... Oh jeez, it's going to get pretty interesting. So I'm presuming to you that for round 2 all the way up to round 4, I'm presuming that they're all in level 2 if I recall, because I can assure to you once we get to the final round, then it might actually go all the way up to level 3 variation of certain micro games, and oh my goodness, it's actually going to get a lot faster. Yeah, and even then though, I got the Game Boy when I first appeared on. Yeah, especially concerning you're the biggest villain from the likes of the forms of Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, so... Alright, so here we go on to the final round, and it's 35 points. Jeez, that seems quite a lot. So of course I got the easiest one out of them all, because obviously if I come across into certain micro games I found was a little bit difficult, like you know with that thermometer thing, that's during the forms of in a penny stage, I just have no idea how I'm supposed to do it. What, you couldn't figure it out for yourself? Well, I have listened to the instructions, but apparently I haven't exactly got too much attention to it. Oh, that certainly is worth it. Yeah, because you did the actual thumb wrestler for the likes of, you know, just trying to get some bit of strength on you. And lastly, we have Tug of War, and... oh, nice. Actually, kind of think about it, we all somehow managed to go at the exactly the same points, 105. But, here's the catch. In order to win Lifeline, as you can tell, we need to able to have a choose between these different robes, and I just realized they're all in a different color. Like, we have the red robe and the yellow robe, so it's all depending on luck. Oh jeez, that's actually not a good start. For me, anyway. Well, at least I did somehow choose that robe that it somehow directly goes on to Wario. Oh, good lord, I hate water so much! I would say this robe? Oh, good lord. Good lord indeed. Oh jeez, this gets pretty interesting. Yeah, especially concerning about the fact that it's almost gone to like a close call syndrome. So, kind of think about it, this particular part right there does remind me of something related to Cut from a Team from Mario Party 8, so... Oh, good lord. Is it, this rope? I might as well choose this rope. Ah, no, my U of Luigi just... Oh well. Alright, so... I would say... Might as well go for this rope right there. Oh, good lord. Well, it seems that I'm actually doing quite well as far as this is concerned. No matter what, though. Oh, I missed. And something tells me about the fact that... Oh, jeez. But, say goodbye to you, Sonic, because obviously you got the yellow rope. Oh, that gives her a strategy. Yay, I somehow win for once. Yeah. Anyway, so that was actually a pretty fun mode. So next up we have is the forms of also one of my favorite multiplayer modes in the game. That's what appears to be Balloon. So basically, all you have to do is just basically you don't want to let the balloon pop, and then if you manage to get in front of the actual monitor while the actual balloon explodes, you lose. So, kind of think about it, this is actually a throwback to the forms of one of those multiplayer modes during the forms of WarioWare Inc. Mega Party games for the GameCube. That's kind of like the same deal, except you play the original WarioWare micro games. And I think that'll bring that particular concept back until WarioWare get it together, which I think is actually pretty cool. And on top of all that stuff, that was about the fact that I would say that this is actually pretty fun to go through. So, I just have no idea why I just have to do this, because, well, that's what happens if you do, like, a lot of motion mashing when it comes to the handlebar, and basically that extends the actual pump of the actual balloon. However, if you manage to able to win a micro game, as what Wario just did right there, the players have switched. So in some cases, now it's my turn, so in some cases, I'm also able to just extend more of the balloon, even though it barely extends for a little bit. Although, I'm sure that you guys will pretty much already did this automatically, so either way, that's all I can say about Balloon, honestly, so... But of course, about the fact that every time whenever you do manage to decide to have your turn, basically you do have the option to, like, well, I don't think there's any option, actually, because you have to able to just either... Okay, I'm not exactly sure what happened to that can over there, but I guess I'll take it anyway. Anyways, I'm not gonna able to pump the balloon or anything else like that, because it now starts to get into the warning sign, so either way, that's what I can usually pay attention to. So yeah, as far as you probably already know, is that today's date, of course, is the 23rd of April today, was it? Yeah, I'm presuming it's the 23rd of April today. What makes you say that? Oh, because I was wondering, because I always do the actual daily news updates or anything else like that, so... Alright, the umbrella. Oh, I'm going to have to rotate. And I'm presuming that will be that little weird doodle right there. Oh jeez, I'm probably not gonna able to just extend the balloon because it's actually getting a lot bigger than I thought it was. Alright, time to shift gears. Nice. Alright, now it's my turn. Oh, don't tell me, if Luigi got this, then I will surely, I will lose. Well, I don't know about you, but either way... No, Link, you go the wrong way! God dang it, man. Okay, there we go. How did it work on you? Like, I have managed able to practice that quite a few times, but then it just, for whatever reason, not work on me. Well, I don't know about you, Joy. I have no idea what that's all about. Ah, there it goes. I lost. Ha ha. Well, I guess that's that. Anyway, so that's it for the balloon. And now it's going to move on to other multiplayer modes here and there. So, of course, about the fact the matter is, though, is about the fact that we're going to be hit on to these games over there. So in some cases, though, the next multiplayer mini game, or should I say the multiplayer mode we can play around with, that's what appears to be darts. So basically, it's like the extended version of one of those micro games based off from Cat and Anna stage, except that the entire goal is about the fact that you need to reach in exactly 0 points. So I believe you start things off within 301 points. So yeah, you have to make sure you need to be aimed exactly right at 0 points to be exact. But either way, you do have like 3 darts in each go. So either way, so I believe this particular minigame mode only requires 2 to 4 players. So I almost keep thinking about the forms of another game I was thinking about. But either way, let's get started with the darts. So in some cases, I'm gonna go first. So of course, as you see, that it requires a sketch artist form, because again, as what Joy has mentioned this earlier, this is obviously based off of one of those micro games you come across into since Cat and Anna. However, the biggest difference is this time you do have 3 darts as opposed to 1. And on top of that, the entire background is a little bit different. So either way, you know, think of like we actually on the Western pub or something like that. Which, kind of thinking about it, it does kind of remind me of something related to the likes of Super Monkey Ball 2, Monkey Billiards almost. But either way though, I keep on thinking about random ideas or somewhat. Alright, so now it's my turn. Of course, keep that in mind, since we're actually on multiplayer mode, unfortunately you can't able to actually utilize the Wii remotes separately, so you have to able to share the Wii remotes together. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's one of those early Wii games where it comes to utilizing just only one Wii remote sharing system. You know, just like the forms of how it does it, not only for Wii Sports Bowling, but also with Wii Sports Golf as well. So, oh, and same applies with the forms of the training simulations as well, with all these sports combined. And that could be also applied to the forms of, let's just say, Wii Sports Resorts, also bowling, and golf as well, and even Frisbee before that. So, oh geez, Luigi's actually doing pretty well right there, because he somehow managed to get 25 points in each dart. That's actually pretty insane. Alright, let's see if I can... Oh, drat. You got 4. Yeah, whatever. I'm just trying to get the 50. But all you're getting is just 25, so... Alright, fair point. I was hoping for 50, but I got 25 again, so... Oh jeez, looks like I'm actually doing a pretty rough start, at least as far as I'm usually concerned with that. Anyway, now it's my turn. And I got unlucky 13 number. Oh, that'll be 25. Not bad for my shots. 14. I guess I could have gone better. Alright, now it's my turn. 25. What is up with 25s all of a sudden? Yay, I got 50, so I've somehow catched up. Oh, no way! You got 50 again! Yep, that actually gives me my massive boost up ahead. Jeez, no wonder why he's so good at darts and stuff like that. Well, despite the fact you never actually use all of the darts in the fastest speed though, Sonic. Well, at least if I was assuming so anyway. So far I've got 11 and 14. Let's see if I can get... Oh, is that 50? Yes, it is. Haha. Whoa. And suffice to say, you got exactly the same amount of points as your first turn. Yeah, which I always thought about that. And also I got 50 as well, baby. Haha. Oh, can I get it? Oh, are you kidding me? A 1 for that? And you somehow got 25. But at least you did quite well, though. Yeah, I was able to... You know what I'm saying. 25? Again. Let's see if I can get 50 from here. Oh, really? I just got a 4 for that. Jeez. That's okay, I'll take 25, I guess. So 2 25s in a row for my turn. Alright, let's see if I can get... Oh, okay. I don't mind 25, after all. I'm actually very curious, though, because if I somewhat got closer towards the very end, let me go ahead... I was hoping for 50 anyway, but I got 14, so far I've got 78 points left, so I gained very close. Well, you most able to spoke too soon on this point, Sonic, because it looks like that Luigi's probably gonna go for 25 like most of his time. Oh, snap. I'll take 14. I was barely getting there. Alright, now it's my turn. Oh, 14. I almost thought that was 1 for a moment. But at least you got 25 again. Seriously, I do definitely need to catch up. Oh, speaking of which, 20 times 3, 60. That seems a lot of points that you've got there, so I definitely need to caught up. Especially concerning about the fact that, Oh, that was pathetic. Well, at least it's okay, I guess. 15, so... 25. Again. Let me try this. Haha! I got 60 points! Oh, snap. Looks like she's definitely catching up right now. She's got 31 points left. Yes, I have to be fast. But keep that in mind, though, is that, well, you might have to be careful of the forms of while you're just trying to do certain shots. Because it looks like you're almost there, so you got 3 points to go. Come on. Oh! God dang it! I was busted! So yeah, if you get busted, your score count doesn't count. So, yeah, sorry about that, Sonic. Oh, that really messes me up, especially concerning that I blame on my motion sensing. Oh, jeez. Alright, 25. And it looks like I'm almost there, so I'm also able to aim for, here? How much is this? 39! Top notch, and I was 9 away from that particular goal. Oh, we shall see about that, Luigi, because I'm gonna go hitting that first. Oh! Is that 25? Yeah, it's obviously 25. 33 points left. Jeez. And you were so close. You know what? Whatever. At least I got 20 points left, so... Alright, now it's my turn, so... Let's see if I can get this right here. That should be alright for me. Now I just need to aim for an 11, and that'll be good to go. Haha! And good thing it does not go onto the blue section and all that stuff. So yeah, if somehow I manage to get to 0 first, then I win. And unfortunately for you, Sonic, you were in dead last because you were busted. So, yay, I somehow win again. Whatever. At least I'll take 3rd anyway. And I came in 2nd place, which I was awfully close. So yeah, that was quite fun, especially concerning about the fact that I obviously will attempt to play that every time as soon as I get my friends around. So, now let's move on to the star node, where this actually requires a nunchuck accessory. So I think we're most able to do, best out of 3, or just essentially 2 rounds or something like that when it comes to star nodes, and especially noticeable with Bungee Buddies as well. Do you think? Well, I think we're most able to go for it anyway, so what we're gonna do is that on the first round, I'm gonna be competing against with Luigi, and then meanwhile for you and Sonic are about to compete against each other once when me and Luigi have done this round. So yeah, we're gonna have to able to do a bit of a weird setup. So in some cases though, yeah, I'm gonna be able to hold the nunchuck, and then I'm gonna be holding the Wii remote like a sketch artist. Alright, here we go. So I believe what the actual, the goal of this game right here is about the fact that you can either just manage able to knock your nose onto the dangerous hazard, or if you managed able to collect 3 of the fruits, basically you weren't able to win a game. So, and even then though, I somehow lost control of myself with my Wii remote, so that actually gives me my first loss, so... Seems kind of weird though about the fact that this is the only time you can able to use the nunchuck in sketch artist form. Yeah, which does take a bit while to get used to at times, but either way, I think it's actually a pretty decent game as far as I'm aware. Mind you, it's not one of my favorites though, but at least it's pretty average. Ah, dang it! I lost control of myself again. Hey, that didn't go well enough for me. And I'm pretty sure if you somehow win, Joy, then I'm presuming to you get yourselves a female picture version, so at least I somehow win. Yeah, well, I'll take a loss anyway, so now it's my turn, and Wario's turn, and Star knows. So in some cases, Wario's gonna do the nunchuck, and I'm gonna deal with the Wii remote, so... Although I could possibly be able to try and able to discuss on something for this point, but I think I'll let Tiana will able to mention more about it until when she goes back on to Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, so that'll be my reason for it. Right, we're not doing... Oh, blast! But hey, at least I somehow win regardless. So yeah, that's what happens right there if you manage to get exploded by not only certain objects or in the walls, and then basically you let someone else win, so... But yeah, that's as far as Stone knows, as far as this is concerned. It's pretty average, I guess, even though despite it's really short, so... So it looks like that they both managed to avoid those obstacles no problem, even though that Sonic gets managed to lose control of himself, and that gives Wario the win. So it may look like there's going to be a sudden death between both Wario and Sonic, so either way, best out of 3, kind of. Alright, bring it on, Sonic. Oh yeah? If you ever think about it though, Wario, then... well, I highly guarantee you will lose. Ah, I was hoping to get that particular fruit right there, or pepper more like. Oh! Darn it! Haha! I'm the Wario. I'm gonna win. Haha! You know what? Whatever. I'll take a loss anyway. So, yeah, that was it for Star Nose, and now let's move on to the last game in terms of the multiplayer mode, and that is Bungee Buddies. So basically, this actually requires us to do a lot of cooperation to each other, and then basically you have to make your way to the furthest distance, and I believe it actually tells you how the fact of what the rating is going to be, and on top of that, you just got able to avoid a lot of obstacles. So this time, I'm going to be teaming up with Sonic the Hedgehog, because Sonic is awesome in almost every single way. So yeah, let's get into this, shall we? So in some cases though, we're going to be once again utilize the Wii Remote and the Nunchuck combo, so I'm on the left and I am on the right, because I somehow got my bow on top. So, it makes sense, because if you're a female, basically you get yourselves the bow on top of your head, and then if you're a male, it does not have a bow. So either way, time to do some cooperation, Sonic. Well, we're just able to make sure we have to... Oh, don't tell me the nunchuck is acting out again. Yeah, that's why I keep on about it, especially concerning ever since in the Orbulon stage that I've been on about this so many times. Basically, the nunchuck just keeps on getting like, oh, I'm tired. Can I go to sleep or something like that? Or perhaps even maybe because the connection doesn't seem to go completely the strongest of the bunch. But either way though, because it's probably because of its age, I guess. So yeah, basically all we have to do is basically we need to avoid not only certain pitfalls, but also with the forms of the mud as well, because if you walk into the mud, basically it slows you down. And I believe there are some rare occasions that you will come across into the special item called the cake, and I believe that gives you a massive boost, even though despite the fact that me and Sonic are actually having a bit of a roughest run so far, especially because I can assure to you Sonic did somehow fell into too many holes, so in some cases he fell 6 times, and I only fell in once. So, yeah, basically we've run up to 1,113 yards, and we somehow got a rating board with just friends. And after this, though, we have to do a bit of a pose right there, which it doesn't usually say what the description is, though. So, for instance, it looks like we have to be able to do this. Does this work, Sonic? No, I don't think so, because every time you pull this off, I believe the flowers just start blooming, so... yeah, I guess that's all there is to say. So now we have Luigi and Wario's run for the likes of Bungee Buddies. But I will say that the actual character models with those, buddies are actually pretty adorable looking, even on the title screen alone, so... Alright, Luigi, you know the drill. Yep, we can able to do this just fine, so... well, best of luck for you both, especially that, well, God knows if our run is actually kind of rubbish, but either way though, let's see how these two are going to be coping with. It seems kind of similar to our run, doesn't it? Well, don't get your hopes up at this point, Joy, because either way though, we're actually getting some decent progress. Well, mind you, because I have to, like, quickly blow the nunchuck before this is actually started, so either way, though, because, again, because of its age, of the forms of the nunchuck itself, but either way, that's what I can usually try to say about this. Alright, we're not doing too bad. Oh, no, there's the cake! Oh, no, I could have gotten that, but unfortunately, I've got distracted. Oh, jeez. And somehow we've managed to get into the exactly the same environment within the city vibes. And somehow, I don't know who actually fell in 4 holes, but I didn't pay attention to that at all. So, either way, and somehow we became strangers, so... alright, so here's the next pose right here, so we have to do this, and look at that, the flowers are blooming. Ah, lucky for you, you two, because it seems that you get on each other in Mario Party and stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess that was it for the likes of the multiplayer stuff, and I don't suppose if you noticed for this point, guys, but if you don't mind if you actually decide able to join with me, on to the last thing I want to show off, which appears to be the credits itself. Yeah, I don't mind, really. Yeah, me too. Even me, myself included, so... yeah, this is what you'd be doing, didn't you? And wow, you got a lot of stuff, haven't you? Yeah, exactly, because, you know, I just did a let's play of the game so far, and since about the fact I've basically shown you guys everything, so it's time to move on to the last thing we want to show off, and that is the staff credits, which, just like the forms of how it does it on the past games, that it shows us the people who actually made the games. But except this time, as you can see, we actually come across into a little bit of a hole on the actual thing right there. Which what you can do with it is about the fact you can able to mess around with the credits by simply able to let the Mii's go drop down for the holes, which, kind of think about it, it does kind of remind me like I was watching those morph cartoons and stuff like that with, you know, by the likes of the forms of Aardman short films or something like that. Oh yeah, I do remember that time, especially concerning about the fact that every now and then YouTube has now actually become a lot more popular, so as a result, we finally get a chance to able to have ourselves the HD treatment. So, and on top of all that stuff though, you don't need to worry about the forms of what I've heard anyway, you don't have to necessarily worry about this very, very creepy face of the forms of Aardman logo, unlike the DVD release or the VHS release, because as far as I'm aware, that it does give a lot of people a lot of creeps about it, so... yeah, I was thinking about the same thing as you were gonna say, Joy. But I digress. So yeah, let's talk about my final thoughts of WarioWare Smooth Moves, since about the fact that we're getting towards the very end of the game right now. I will say, out of all the actual WarioWare games I actually did manage to play through, especially concerning now we've actually done a redo Let's Play of this game, I actually had a lot of fun with this, and especially concerning about the fact that this is without doubt one of my favorite WarioWare games I've ever played, especially because of how unique the Wii Remote setup is going to be. And on top of all these offenses though, is about the fact I really do enjoy the introduction to not only for young Cricket, but also with the forms of Penny as well. So, assuming about the fact that if Sonic actually has a crush on her. Well, not necessarily though, mind you, Wario, but that's just because I still have a crush with Tiana, so usually in frog form anyway. Yeah, if you probably do somehow skipped over Amy Rose, which you honestly still can't stand her. Well, to be honest with you, Luigi, I just somehow gone over for her. Well, despite the fact that, well, to be speaking, that at least I'm very glad that Amy Rose is now becoming playable once again in 2D plane from the likes of Sonic Origins Plus. Oh yeah, because kind of think about it, we've only just got about 2 more months left now until the Sonic Origins Plus will be on its way for physically and digital versions as DLC. So, anyway, so let's get into the forms of what do I really enjoy about the forms of WarioWare Smooth Moves. Honestly, the micro games are the best part, and on top of all that stuff though, I really enjoy the visuals of the game, and on top of that, the gameplay is very, very amazing, just like the forms of how it does in the previous games. And on top of all that stuff though, it's about the fact that I have a lot of nostalgic memories when it comes to the music soundtrack, because oh man, I can essentially manage able to pop into the forms of Penny's theme all over again when it comes to the forms of the actual stage itself. And on top of all that stuff though, the controls are perfection. Even though sometimes the Wii Remote might be felt a bit unresponsive at times, especially concerning with the actual nunchuck problem as far as I keep on about it. But apart from those side of things though, this is a must-have for the Nintendo Wii owners. Although, as I said before, it's kind of unfortunate that you can no longer get this game on the Wii U eShop downloadable version of the game, because as you know, the eShop is now dead, especially concerning about the fact that, well, luckily, if you manage to try to find a game second-hand condition, well, this game is actually going to get ridiculously cheap nowadays, especially concerning this is one of the best-selling WarioWare games, I think, as far as I can usually think about it anyway. So, let me know in the comments down below for the question of the day. Did you honestly really enjoy WarioWare Smooth Moves as the game itself? Well, because mind you about the fact that I'm pretty sure that everyone else has already owned this game now, especially concerning about the fact that they had a lot of fun playing this game. Yeah, especially noticeable because concerning this game came out in 2006 in Japan, and on top of that with the 2007 for the likes of not only in America, but also the European countries as well. And did you know about the fact that the Japanese version is actually a lot different, slightly, compared to the forms of how it does in the other two versions? Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, because about the fact of how the narration is actually speaking in Japanese language, and on top of that, the image, whenever you come across into the forums for the first time, and also on top of that, there's a different music in the background too. Oh gee, I honestly did not know that, especially concerning back in 2013, despite that particular playthrough is no longer there anymore. I basically thought it was about the fact that for whatever reason, I believe Sylvester and Orange Teddy, that they both completely forgot to mention about that specific details in mind, do they? Well, at least if I heard about it anyway, despite we completely forgot everything in terms of 2013 basically, so... Yeah, apart from those side things though, that's what I can say about this, so you should definitely recommend WarioWare Smooth Moves for everyone. And even then though, the best part about this game is definitely the multiplayer aspect, because my god, multiplayer is so awesome. Yeah, and suffice to say, I think that basically does it for our WarioWare Smooth Moves Let's Play, so yeah. Yeah, and I very appreciate that you guys have managed able to join with me, so thank you Sonic, Luigi, and Wario for joining me on the actual multiplayer aspect. Yeah, I appreciate it, especially this is my game after all. Yeah, exactly, because it's so fun to able to go back to this game again. Yep, same applies to me as well, so what's your next WarioWare Let's Play you're about to be tackling through next? It could be either be, I don't know, oh yeah, rest in peace Shiwata Iwata. Oh, and on top of all that stuff though, the next WarioWare Let's Play I might consider doing is either WarioWare Snapped or WarioWare DIY, for both on the Nintendo DS or the WiiWare. Well, usually it combines both, I believe, assuming so. Wow, 153 people I've managed to call. Yeah, that's a lot of people. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I am Joy here from the Maxi Toys, and Sonic and Luigi and Wario here, and take care of yourselves and have a great day.